Why are we witnessing this outpouring of a violent protest? Is it solely because of the clampdown on social media, or is there a larger issue that is now being camouflaged as a Gen Z protest? Are there vested interest group triggering these protests?
See, the real reason behind this ban was not just the registration of the social media for the companies, anything like that. The main reason that I feel right now, seeing this condition, is that it was a political reason. These leaders feared the political literacy and awareness that social media was enabling amongst the citizens. They wanted to control the narratives about corruption that was happening in the country, limit what the public could publish, and suppress any forms of criticisms or negative coverage about themselves. So it was not just about banning social media for the law or registration. It was actually about consolidating power and silencing the dissent. So this is what was triggering the Nepali public, especially the youths, because social media for the youths of Nepal, the Gen Z generations, it was not just entertainment. It was a vital source of income when the country is pounding because of unemployment. This has become a source of income. Some people were using it as an educational resources and professional works for thousands of citizens. And the government's ban has also disrupted the livelihoods, blocked the connectivity, opportunities, and people who were sending remittances had completely lost their connections to the families. So our concern was when the medical social media regulation bill is still under parliamentary review, what was the need to ban this? And when the public requested to, remove the curb on social media, the government was not listening at all. And I think, this government, especially the Oli government, has been very suppressive, and they have always failed to address the public grievances. So, and inefficient in implementing policies, and has been remarkable in fostering corruption in this country. And the way they flaunt it, and when the way the party people flaunt it was really triggering the public, and his authoritarian approach was not going well with the young generation. So I think this was what triggered the situation. And if you talk about the situation that has escalated today, it's not the children, it's not the youths. I had sent 3 of my children to this protest. I had no idea, no clue. I did not even imagine the government would shoot at them. 14 children have died. My children could have died. Like, they all are our children. I did not even imagine the government would go to this extent. So earlier, when RPP was doing demonstrations for its own way, the government did the similar things. They had vigilantes, they infiltrated the protest. We wanted to do a peaceful protest as well, but they were, firing your rubber bullets. They were firing asu gases, tear gases from the rooftops. Today I have seen videos circulated in the same way. Children are trapped inside buildings, and they have been crying for help, saying that there are policemen on the terrace, and people are like, trashing them. The glasses are being destroyed, the buildings are being destroyed, and they have been shot even inside the houses. A hospital that was treating the patients had also tear gases in its compound. Like, I think 25 tear gases were attacked in that hospital as well, direct or indirect way. So, it is the government wanted to silence them. And this protest was not just anger, it was awareness of a generation that considered
Why do you
politics
feel
as a
that the
dirty
government
game.
wanted to silence them? Is the KP Oli government an unpopular government? Do you feel that there
Yes.
should have been a statement put out before the clampdown on social media? Because when he puts out a statement now, Ms. Oli, and I'm going to quote him, he goes on to say that we are not against any platform or social network. We are against lawlessness, arrogance, and belittling our country. He goes on to also say that self-respect is something that we are standing for, and is jobs bigger than nation and self-respect. How do you look at this statement that has been put forth by the Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli?
I think, he should have taken issues about our borders more seriously than a curb on a social media or social media ban. He would have taken issues. If it was so much about the country's integrity, sovereignty, then there are issues about our borders that needs to be solved, not ban the social medias, which are directly affecting the youngest generation, which is directly affecting the economy, which is even affecting the system itself. So, it is just an excuse that he is making. I've already said that the government's ban was not just about getting these companies under regulations. It was more about limiting the political literacy that was coming from the social media, and how people were understanding how much corruption they have engraved in this nation. So Mr. Oli, his government has claimed to maintain order, and he has banned the social media for public. Then why is he using it? Where is his accountability? Where is his integrity? Why is the prime minister using the social media by using VPN? Why is the Congress party president using it? Why are the top leaders freely using it? Does that mean that this ban was just for the public? This double standard actually, triggered this generation, fueled the public with the frustration, and, further pushed the students to do it. And what they did was, this government has always infiltrated this kind of protest. They have sent certain elements to agitate and escalate the situation. The children had already made it clear that it was going to be peaceful. They are not going to damage any public properties. They are not going to take the situation like Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. They only wanted a peaceful protest. So the government wanted to manipulate the demonstration and change the narrative to, portray the children's youth movement as chaotic and illegitimate. So, this was completely planned by the government. And in 2000, when the king was when the monarch was removed from our system, when we changed the system earlier, there was a 19 days protest, and until 6 days not a single rubber bullet was fired. And, in entire protest, the situation escalated, I think, after a week. I was also one of the witness in that. But today, I don't know how things turned so severe that they had to directly shoot children on point blank. Children are shot on their heads, foreheads. Why is that? Who gave this order? The people, the government, the prime minister, the home minister. This system has failed, and this authoritarian approach is not going to work. It is not political. I'm not speaking as a political party member. I'm speaking as a sister, as a mother, as a, woman, as a person, as a citizen of this country who is seeing their children being killed on the streets like nothing, like their values does not matter at all. So these vigilantes, these infiltrators from the government need to be, brought to, attention. They need to be put to, इनको लाना चाहिए, कानूनी दायरे में इनको लाना चाहिए. This is very, very tragic. People as young as 16-year-old, 15-year-old have lost their lives. Journalists have been shot, and many more
Right.
have been injured.